Oh, hi there. Welcome to Union Station in Washington, D.C. and welcome to the 8th annual Swenson Family Holiday Video. My bags are all packed and I'm ready to head home, but before I do, I wanted to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a very Happy New Year. This time of year, when we gather together with friends and family to celebrate the holidays, we often reflect on the year behind us and consider the days ahead. 2016 was a year of many blessings for our family. It was another great year for Mom and Dad. This year they celebrated 42 years of marriage, and they are as much in love today as they were 42 years ago. Mom and Dad have fully embraced their roles as grandparents to little Robbie, gladly babysitting whenever possible. Robbie sure loves his grandma and granddad. This summer, Mom and Dad traveled to Barcelona, Spain, where they visited the medieval city of Girona, took in Gaudi's architectural wonders, and visited the church of Sagrada Familia. And this fall, Mom and Dad came to visit me in Washington, D.C. During their first time in our nation's capital, Mom and Dad took in everything the city had to offer. They toured the National Mall and all of its museums, visited the Capitol building, toured the White House, the West Wing, and even took in a show at the Kennedy Center. No one could ask for better parents. They are not only my mom and dad, they are two of my very best friends. My sister Katie and brother-in-law Rob had a heck of a year, and just this fall, they broke the biggest news of the year, that little Robbie is about to be a big brother, with another little one due this spring. We can't wait to welcome him into our family. This year, Rob continued his work as a senior optical engineer at Cyber Optics in St. Louis Park, and in his free time enjoys riding one of his 4 bikes. This summer, we had the chance to cheer on Rob again in the Lutsen 99er, a 100-mile mountain bike race through the Superior National Forest. When he wasn't biking, Rob was cross-country skiing, fishing, and being an all-around great dad to little Robbie. Katie continued her work this year as a social worker at Regions Hospital in St. Paul, working 1 night a week and 1 weekend a month. In her spare time, Katie baked up a storm with Mom, spent time with friends in the neighborhood moms group, traveled the country with Rob and Robbie, visited me in Washington, D.C. with Rob, and even took in the White House holiday party with President and Mrs. Obama. But Katie's full-time job, and her and Rob's full attention, is on taking care of little Robbie. Robbie turned 2 years old this summer and rounded out his 2nd year with a huge birthday bash. From music class to swimming class to parties and play dates all over the neighborhood, Robbie has a full social calendar. Little Robbie is the greatest joy in all of our lives. From his infectious giggles to his beaming smile and many other surprises along the way, Robbie is our family's most precious gift. We can't wait to see the man he grows up to be. As for me, 2016 was a great year. This year I continued my work as press secretary and senior communications advisor for Governor Mark Dayton and Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith. It is a tremendous honor to lend my efforts to the cause of building an even better Minnesota. This spring, I was named a national finalist for the White House Fellows Program. Although I wasn't chosen for this year's fellowship class, I was invited this fall to join the Obama administration until the end of President Obama's term, serving as press secretary for the United States Trade Representative in the executive office of the President. These last 5 months in our nation's capital have been incredibly rewarding. I am so grateful to have had the opportunity to serve this administration and my fellow Americans, and to have met and served alongside so many dedicated public servants. Now, as my service in the federal government concludes, I am looking forward to resuming my work in the office of Minnesota's governor and lieutenant governor upon my return home, and I can't wait to get to work. In my spare time this year, I spent as much time as possible with my friends, my family, and little Robbie. I camped in our state's beautiful state parks, fished in the bubbling streams of southeastern Minnesota and the frozen Lutsen area, and didn't catch much of anything really. And to round out the year, I took some time off to do some traveling. This summer, Dad and I spent a week fishing, paddling, and camping just south of the Boundary Waters. Then, Mom, Dad, and I drove out west to visit Uncle Tom and Aunt Shirley in Montana, and spent several days camping in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. It was a fabulous time out west. Looking back on 2016, most of all, I enjoyed spending time with all of you, my friends, my family, and my colleagues. Thank you all, everyone, for the many blessings you have brought to my life this year, and for the many great experiences that still await us in the year to come. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year to you and yours this holiday season. May you find joy and peace in this season of hope. And I'll leave you now, as I have so many times before, with the words of the old Swedish blessing. May the ruts always fit the wheels on your pickup. May your earmuffs always keep out the north wind. May the sun shine varm on your lefse. May the rain fall soft on your lutefisk. And until we meet again, may the good Lord protect you from any and all unnecessary oofdas.